Morning class. My name is Jenica M. Dapol, and please remain standing for our opening prayer. So, Ms. Ruado, can you lead the opening prayer? Amen. For your attendance, instead of saying present, say who inspired you every day. Miss Alburo. Okay. Miss Alvero. Miss Arginosa. Miss Balmaceda. Miss Cabarle. Miss Cacho. Miss Castardo. Miss Dadar Ashaira. Miss Dadar Laila. Mr. Dalion, Miss Dumangas, Miss Isorio, Miss Gaela, Miss Huerto, Miss Haka, Miss Ligaya, Miss Lopez, Miss Alvar, Mr. Piscal, Miss Rapol, Mr. Reblora, Miss Ruada, Miss Talavera, Miss Yanaria, and then Miss Seta. So, we have a classroom rules. Number 1, respect everyone. Number 2, listen carefully. And then number 3, raise your hand if you have a question. Is that clear? Let's have a recap. What are the previous lesson? So, based on the previous lesson, give me an insight or what you remember. Sino gustong sumagot? So, Miss Arginosa. Okay. And then another answer, Mr. Dalion. Very good. I am glad that you all still remember our previous lesson. So now let's proceed to our discussion. Meron tayo ditong motivation, which is the jumbled letters. Ang instruction nito is raise your hand if you want to answer. Okay? Miss Seta. Okay, tama. Needing. So, number 2. Mr. Piscal. So, tama. Steering. And then, number 3. Miss Alburo. So, tama. Cut and fold. So, thank you. Dadagdag ko na lang siya sa inyong recitation. So now, let's proceed to our activity. So, ang activity natin is Bring Me Mars. Ang mechanics ng game na ito ay number 1, the class will be divided into 2 groups. Number 2, the teacher will say, bring me something. 3, the group who will be able to bring the first thing that the teacher asks will identify the picture on the screen and answer it. So number 4, if they answer the question, they will keep the points that will be added to the group. So let's start. Meron ako ditong nakahandang groupings. So ang group number 1 is si Miss Alburo, Albero, Arginoso, Balmaceda, Cabarle, Cacho, Castardo, Dador A, Dador Laila, Dalion, Dumangas, Esorio, and then Gaela. So, sila na lang yung magto-30 na groups kasi 25 lang kayo. So, sa group number 2 is si Miss Huerto, Haka, Ligaya, Lopez, Olivar, Piscal, Rapol, Reblora, Ruado, Talavera, Yanoria, and Zeta. Sulat nyo na ba kung sino yung mga kagrupo nyo? Okay, let's start. Bring me yellow pad. Okay, nauna ang group 2. So, Miss Zeta. Okay. So, ang sagot ay, yan, tama, hand mixer. So, next, so, bring me bag. Okay, naunang group 1. So, ano ito? So, tama, rubber scraper. Bring me medyas. Yan, nauna ang group 2. So, ano ito? Group 2? So, tama, wire whisk. One is bring me watch. Relo. So, yan, nauna ang group 2. So, ano ito? Group 2? So, tama, sing bowl. And then, the last one, bring me short band paper. Nauna ang group 2. And then, ano ito group 2? Tama, sifter. Okay, tapos na tayo sa ating pa-motivation. At ang nanalo is group number 2. Bago tayo magsimula, is meron muna akong isang question. May any insight ba kayo tungkol sa baking techniques and methods? Okay. Sige, Mr. Reblora. Okay. And Miss Haka. Okay, tama. So, thank you. Baking techniques and methods. Next, introduction. Basic mixing methods. Once the ingredients have been selected and measured, often the next step is to mix them all together. Next, the general objectives in mixing batter and dough are: number 1, uniform distribution of ingredients. Number 2, minimum loss of the leavening agent. Number 3, optimum blending. And number 4, development of prevention of gluten. So, sa number 1 is yung pantay-pantay yung mga ingredients. So, number 2 is yung hindi sobrang daming leavening agents. Yung sakto lang para sa ibibake nating products. And then, number 3 is i-blend natin ng maayos or i-mix natin ng maayos. Number 4 is i-develop natin yung gluten sa gagawin nating butter or dough. Para syempre mabuo yung ating baked products na gagawin. Beating. To incorporate air in a mixture by mechanical agitation using a spoon or fork, whisk, rotary beater, or electric mixer means to vigorously agitate food to incorporate air or develop gluten. It is also to truly combine ingredients and incorporate air with the rapid circular motion. So, yung beating daw po is ito yung ginagamitan siya ng spoon, fork, rotary beater, or electric mixer. Ito yung egg with sugar and then binibit siya hanggang ma-incorporate yung air and sa binibit natin egg white and then sugar hanggang sa ma-meet na natin yung texture na gusto natin And then, pwede na siyang iset aside. Creaming. The process of stirring and beating a solid fat, like butter, margarine, or shortening, so that it absorbs air. Cream fat will be soft, light, and fluffy. Creaming is the technique that requires the baker to beat butter and sugar vigorously until they are soft and creamy using an electric mixer or a wooden spoon. This aerates the mixture and give it a mousse-like texture. So, yung creaming naman daw po is siya yung stirring and siya yung process ng stirring and beating. So, ito yung binibit natin yung margarine or kaya butter, margarine, or any other shortening. So, kapag naman ang kinikream natin is butter, is kasama siya ng sugar. So that, kapag ginamitan na natin siya ng electric mixer or wooden spoon, is i-cream natin siya ng maganda. Ito yung vigorously mix, parang mixing lang din, minimix natin yung butter with sugar and hanggang makuha natin yung texture na gusto natin, like mousse texture. And then, yon. How to cream with a stand mixer. It is important to start on a low to medium-low speed until all ingredients have been incorporated. Then switch to the medium to medium-high speed, making sure to scrape the bowl down periodically to make sure all ingredients have been mixed thoroughly. So, dito daw sa how to cream with a stand mixer is kailangan natin siyang speed to medium, then medium to low speed. At para yung mga ingredients niya is ma-incorporated. And then, kapag okay na, medium to medium high speed na, at kailangan is ma-scrape natin yung ingredients at i-mix natin siya para mas maging maayos yung mixture niya. To do, number 1, add the butter stick to the mixing bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment. When the butter is still cold but takes the imprint of a finger when gently pressed, it is ready to be creamed. So, sinasabi dito sa number 1, sinasabi dito is ilalagay natin sa mixing bowl and then ilalagay natin sa mixer. At kapag malamig pa yung butter is kailangan mo i-press natin siya ng konti para makita natin kung ready to be creamed na ba siya. Kasi pag sobrang malamig pa or matigas pa, hindi natin siya agad-agad, hindi siya magandang maging cream or mamix na magiging cream siya. Ganun. Kasi sobrang tigas pa nga. Dapat medyo yung room temperature lang. If the butter is solid from the cold or on your stand mixer, it is not powerful enough, you can cut it into the tablespoon-sized pieces before using. Refrigerate the pieces briefly. If too warm or soft, never use a microwave. It will melt it, even though it will look solid. So, sinasabi dito na kapag dumatigas pa yung butter, kagaya nasa loob pa ng refrigerate, is ikat na lang natin siya into small pieces. Kapag yung butter natin is malamig po or solid pa, ikat na lang natin siya ng maliliit para magamit natin. And then, number 2, beat the butter on a low or medium-low until softened. It will take about 60 seconds or less depending on the amount. When using a stand mixer, never go above medium speed or the butter will heat up. Stop the scrape the beater on the side of the bottom of the bowl. If you run the mixer at high speed for a few seconds, the butter will magically clear from the mixer blade. then scrape the bowl. Ibit natin yung butter until it's soft. At magwi-wait daw tayo ng mga 60 seconds before natin makita. And then, kapag gumamit naman tayo ng stand mixer, is kailangan natin siyang medium speed lang para mas maging mabilis mabit natin yung butter. And then, kapag okay na siya, i-scrape natin siya and then kuhain na natin. I-scrape lang natin siya para makuha natin lahat. And then, dun pa rin naman siya kasi may i-add pa tayong ibang ingredients. So, add the sugar in a steady stream at the side of the bowl with the mixer on low. So, i-add natin yung sugar sa bowl and then i-mix na natin. Number 4, increase the mixer speed to the medium and beat for 1 to 2 minutes until lighter in a yellow or somewhat irritated. Stop the beater blades with a large rubber spatula. Scrape the blades and mixer both side of the bottom. I-increase na daw natin yung speed to medium. Kasi diba nasa low siya. Medium na siya. And then, wait lang natin siya ng mga 1 to 2 minutes before para makita natin kung medyo yellowish ba siya. And then, stop na natin yung mixer. And then, gumamit na lang tayo ng spatula para i-scrape yung mga gilid-gilid or bottom ng mixing bowl. Number 5, if a shortened cake, the cold egg are added gradually in stages with the mixer on low. Kapag gagamit naman daw tayo ng cake, is kailangan mag-add din tayo ng eggs para mas maging cream yung ating gagawing butter. And then, the yolks help emulsive and hold moisture with the form air cells and create a water in a fat emulsion. After the egg have been added, increase the mixer speed to medium and beat the mixture for 2 minutes. If the egg are cold, the butter will curdle slightly. If it's okay, it will come together as the butter warm from the beaters. Set a kitchen timer to help you keep track of the time. The mixture will be fluffy and irritated. The butter eggs are excellent temperature. Sinasabi dito na kapag daw yung yolk na ginamit natin emulsify na at may moisture na, is dito nagki-create tayo ng water in fat or emulsion. And then, sinasabi dito na kapag nag-add na daw tayo ng egg sa mixture, is i-increase natin yung speed to medium. And i-mix natin siya for about 2 minutes. And then, yung butter, sugar, and egg are magmi-mix together. Kapag naman malamig daw yung egg, is okay lang daw yun. Kasi, kapag binit natin siya ng matagal, mag-hit siya and then mag-mix na siya all together sa mga ingredients. Number 6, then starting with the flour and dry ingredients, add it with the liquid cold milk. Alternate its stages. The mixture will curdle slightly from the cold milk but will be incorporated with the addition of flour. So pag in-add daw natin yung flour or mga dry ingredients, is i-alternate lang daw natin. And then, para ma-incorporate or ma-correct natin yung pag-mix natin ng dry ingredients with the liquid ingredients. And then 7, after completing the last addition of flour, stop the mixer and scrape the side of the bottom of the bowl with a large rubber spatula. Then let the mixer run for 30 seconds on a low. The should low mix, do not overmix. Remove the mixing bowl from the mixer with a large rubber spatula. Give the batter 1 or 2 quick fold to incorporate any tray flour or milk left on the side of the bottom of the bowl, then stop. So, kapag na-complete na natin yung all ingredients, nagawa na natin yung mga kailangang gawin, is i-low speed na daw natin ng about mga 30 seconds, and then pwede na siya. The last step is i-scrape lang natin yung mga gilid-gilid or ilalim para makita natin kung meron pa bang tirang flour or hindi na mix ng maganda. So, titingnan lang natin kung complete na, kung okay na ba siya, kung mix together na, and then okay na siya. Is how to cream by hand with a spoon. Number 1, let the butter to sit at room temperature for an hour. To soften, beat the butter. First to soften and then added sugar, then beat it to light and fluffy mass. So, kung gagawa naman daw tayo ng cream using hands or spoon, is yung butter na gagamitin natin is i-room temperature lang natin para mas mabilis siyang i-cream kasi nga hindi tayo gagamit ng stand mixer. And then mag-a-add tayo ng sugar, konti-konti lang, and then hahaluin natin. Number 2, for cold hard butter, cut the butter into 1/2 inch pieces and place it with the sugar in a mixing bowl set over barely shimmering water. And though cold or matigas pa yung ating butter, i-cut natin siya ng 1/2 inch pieces, and then ilalagay natin siya sa mixing bowl with sugar. I-shimmer lang natin siya ng kaunting water. Number 3, beat with a wooden spoon for several seconds until the butter soften. So, i-beat lang natin siya with using wooden spoon hanggang sa pag ito yung cold butter. Ibibit lang natin siya hanggang maging soften na siya. And then number 4, then set the bowl in the basin of cold water, then beat for a minute or 2 until the mixture is light, fluffy, and pale ivory color. So, the last step is ingredients natin is ilalagay natin yung mixing bowl sa cold water or basin, and then ibibit lang natin siya hanggang makita na natin yung yellowish na color. Yung mag-pale yung color na lightly yellow, ganun. Next is cutting in. Mixing a flattened flour with the use of pastry blender or 2 knives in a scissor, like manner method that distributes solid fat throughout the dry ingredients using a pastry blender, fork, or 2 knives. So, nakikita naman natin dito, pati sa picture, is yan yung cutting in. So, ito daw yung ginagamit natin na pastry blender kapag nagmi-mix na tayo ng mga ingredients like flour and then butter, in-mix natin, is ipapress natin yung pastry blender, and then yun, cutting in na ang tawag doon. Ipapress natin siya hanggang sa mag-mix na silang dalawa. Cut and fold, a combination of 2 motion, cutting vertically throughout the texture and turning over across the bottom of the mixing bowl at each turn. So, yung cutting in naman is kapag may nakikita natin sa picture, kapag meron na tayong mixture, is ikakat lang, parang ganito. Diba ito yung mixture natin. And then, ikakat natin, scrape, and then fold, and then ikakat natin, tapos ibabaliktad lang, ganon. So, ikakat lang natin siya sa gitna, and then parang fold lang din natin siya. Cut and fold. And then, folding is the gentle combination of two or more mixture, one of which is often whipped egg whites or whipped cream in a figure 8 motion using a spoon or rubber spatula. A method of gentle combination, a heavier mixture with a more delicate substance such as beaten eggs white or whipped cream without using a loss of air. So, sa folding is yung meron na tayong mixture, and then kapag imimix natin siya is with with egg whites, meron na tayong mixture na butter, yung BAT double TER. So, meron na tayong mixture nun. And then, maglalagay na tayo ng egg whites or whipped cream. Is, kailangan natin siyang i-fold. And then, ang pag-fold is, i-scrape natin siya sa gilid. And then, i-fold lang natin. Tapos, i-scrape ulit natin. I-fold lang natin ng dahan-dahan. Para hindi mabigla yung mixture ba na ma-mix agad. Gentle lang. Para hindi masira yung pagka-cream nila or yung mixture na yon. Next is kneading. The pressing, folding, and stretching of a dough to develop gluten for a good bread structure, to fold, push, and turn the dough or other mixture to produce a smooth, elastic texture. Kneading dough is essential to making bread. Kneading, stretching the dough, and develop the gluten, the springy stuff that gives the bread its texture. It has also helped to uniformly distribution the gases that are the product of the yeast metabolism. So, sinasabi dito is kneading. Kung paano ma-knead. Ang pag-kneading is meron na tayong gawang dough. Pag-knead is kakapitan natin siya and then i-knead lang natin siya, i-stretch natin siya, ibabalik. And then, para maging elastic siya, hanggang sa ma-meet mo na yung dough na, or texture na gusto mo. Pagka sa tingin mo okay na siya, is i-press mo siya, tingnan mo kung babalik ba, para makita mo na nag-emulsion na siya, or nagkaroon na siya ng, na-meet mo na yung, nagkaroon na siya ng gluten. Kasi yung pag-alsa, ipaalsa mo na yung dough na ginagamit mo. Next is stirring. Mixing ingredients with a spoon, fork, or spatula to move spoon in a circular motion. To incorporate ingredients usually refer to combining liquids or melted ingredients. So, sa stirring is i-stir mo lang yung mga liquid ingredients na niluluto mo or pinaiinit mo. So, isi-stir mo lang siya. Yan. Stir. Hahaluin mo. Ganun. Sifting. To separate coarse particles in the ingredients by passing through a sieve or air incorporated through his method. Sifting means to pass usually dry ingredients through a fine wire mesh to produce a uniform consistency and add air to dry ingredients such as flour, catches any lumps or unwanted particles to be discarded. Sifting is isi-sift lang natin yung flour hanggang sa ma-incorporate na natin yung mga buo-buong flour sa hindi, and then medyo ipipress lang natin siya ng konti para ma-sift sila. And then iniiwasan kasi natin dito sa pagbubuo ng bread, yung magkaroon ng mga buo-buong flour sa tinapay, di ba? Parang sama naman kainin nun. Kung sino mang bibili, parang ang samang kainin na may buo pa. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya quality product or hindi maganda yung pagkakagawa or pagbibake sa kanya. Whipping. The kind of beating eggs and cream to fill them with the air and make them thick and fluffy, to stir rapidly, adding air to make light and fluffy inconsistently cream that is to be whipped. Need to have a fat content of at least 36%. it is common for cream to be sterilized and make the cream take longer to whip. Yung cream na ginawa natin is i-whip natin siya na nagwi-whipping tayo ng mga cream is kailangan makita natin yung consistency na fluffy and yung whipping cream na karaniwang nakikita natin. Dapat ganun yung consistency niya. And then, makita din natin na fluffy siya at yung pagka-cream niya is kapag inangat mo siya sa electric mixer is medyo nakatayo siya or makikita mo na whip na talaga siya. Yun. Nakatayo na siya or pwede na siyang gawing whipped cream. Next is meron tayong the whipping stages of white eggs. So, next is foamy stage. The egg white are just lightly whipped. 2/4 for a still fund consistency. They will consist of a large bubbles on the surface that readily pop. The foam will not hold any peaks when the whisk is lifted from it. So, yung foamy stages is, nasa nakikita natin sa picture is foamy pa lang siya. Hindi siya fully developed na whip na egg white. So, may mga bubbles siya sa nakikita natin sa picture. Yan. Siya is foamy stage pa lang ang tawag dyan. Next is soft peak stages. So, this means that the foam is moist, shiny, and bright white when the whisk or beaters are lifted. The foam will form a bowl peak, then fall softly or gently curl over. It will also flow when the bowl is tilted. So, nakikita natin sa picture na yung egg white na peak natin is soft peak pa lang siya. So, makikita natin na kapag inangat natin siya sa electric mixer or hand mixer or any equipment na ginamit natin, pag nilift natin siya sa mixer is makikita natin na medyo nag-curl pa lang siya. May curl pa and then medyo soft pa siya. Ganun. Ang tawag sa stage na yan is soft peak stage. And then, stiff peak stage. At this stage, the foam maintains its glossy sheen and hold on an upright peak. When the whisk or beater are lifted, it will not flow or will just barely flow. When the bowl is tilted, at this point, the foam has been reached its maximum volume. So, sa stiff peak stage naman, makikita natin na shiny, glossy na siya at name-maintain niya na yung peak na gusto natin. Yung stiff peak. Kapag inangat mo siya sa or pagka tiningnan mo na ganun, is makikita mo na nakatayo siya or stiff na talaga yung kanyang pagka-peak. And makikita natin na ready na siya gamitin sa ating mga baked products. And then the last one is overbeaten stage. So the egg white are overbeaten when the foam begins to look dry and granular. So makikita natin sa picture na overbeaten na siya. Hindi na siya pwede sa mga baked product na gamitin or ilagay. Kasi parang pangit na din ng, hindi naman sa para papangit ang lasa, pero parang nakikita mo na over na siya. Yung, syempre, masama naman ang, diba, sobra-sobra. Dapat sakto. And then, yan, so, yan yung overbeaten. Makikita mo na, kakaiba na yung texture na, and then, parang medyo, parang dry na yung consistent, hindi na siya foamy, and parang dry and granular na talaga yung kanyang kinalabasan. Hindi na siya magandang gamitin. So, yun. So, siya yung hindi talaga pwedeng magamit sa ating mga baked products. Kaya kapag na-over na yung ating gawa, is hindi na natin siya maibabalik sa dati. At gumawa na lang tayo ulit ng bago. That's all. Thank you for watching. And our last question is, what are the importance of baking techniques? Sino gusto sumagot? So, Miss Oliver. Okay, thank you. And then, meron tayong quiz. Is ipopost ko na lang siya sa Google Classroom. And then, yung assignment na